Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. I call it more life advice. This is going to be about emotions and selfishness are bad leaders. Trust me. Let's talk about it. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories. For life, I give real life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You answer rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep, I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to might not be true. Right thinkers, people in philosophy say more life advice is emotions and selfishness are bad leaders. Trust me. Let me break it down for you. And the people I'm going to talk about are people who may be you. Sometimes me. I don't care. I use real people example. That's my point. So it ain't personal, but I'm just using you as an example. Let's go. So ignorance of self is really why people get emotional and selfish. Why? They don't get, excuse me, selfish. Okay. And so don't get involved. When a person get emotional and they are selfish, you got a bad person. You're going to deal with a person that is not going to be to your liking. Trust me. If you have no control of your emotions, aka that ego that runs you, you get selfish, rude, and disrespectful. They feel intimidated, they feel threatened, they feel, here they go. They're going to revert back to what they're comfortable with doing, relying on their reaction. Emotions are reactions, okay? Not right thinking, the actions that you're going to do out of what? Emotions. And if you're selfish, you ain't trying to share. So let's talk about them kind of people. Your emotions are not good leaders, great servants. So when it's wrong feeling, it's going to lead to bad action. Exactly. So when you misinterpret, misunderstand something, and you react on that, you got to apologize for that. Most people who react always end up apologizing. Why? They do something out of emotions. That's why I don't react out of emotion, so I don't have to apologize for my action. I'm gonna think first and act second. That's a good philosophy to practice personally. So when you say it's mine, I do what I want, that's possessive. And that guy right there, we can have something together, but no, it's in his mind, it's his. Those kind of people don't partner up with a selfish person. My personal advice: don't partner up. Let the selfish person have control. Why? You're gonna hold you. they're gonna hold you. That's what selfish people do. That's what the ego does. 60-40, 50-49, 51-49. It just wants to be ahead. It just wants to, he just got the win. That was his thing. Okay, so in competition, it's healthy, but when you do anything, that's when it becomes unhealthy. Moving on. You try to sway the odds in your favor. That's not, it's called cheating. Excuse me. And where I come from, the right side says is self-defeating when you get caught what? Cheating. Why? You might not want to pay them dues. It could cost you your life in addition to 30 grand. But my man, like I'm saying, if you doing something, do it. If you cheating, the person you cheating, once he catch you, decision up to him now. I lost an uncle, getting caught shooting dice, cost him his life. So this little lesson in life. Again, these are all life lessons. I'm just telling you. So that selfish person, you don't want to partner up with a selfish person. If you know they're selfish, you know that before you get in dealing with them. That's what I'm saying. Again, I'm just giving you advice about life. All you gotta do is understand it and see it and recognize it for what it is and deal with it from your own perspective. So excuse me. The qualities of emotions and selfishness, bad qualities. Worst leaders. When you lead with emotions, you're not thinking right. Why? This is being led by feelings, not this. They ain't on the same page. Your emotions are not in control. If your emotions are not in control, you will act out and say what? Bad and rude, wrong things. Yep. All you gotta do is piss them off, and you're gonna hear how they feel. Okay, you're gonna hear what they think. They're gonna tell you. They wanna express themselves. Oh yeah, those kind of people. Out of emotions, they can't wait. Ignorant people are led by their emotions, and the more you make them happy, when you make them happy, you're good. If you don't please them or appease that ego, oh, you about to get it. If you that person, check yourself. That's all. Moving on. So, when you hurt an ignorant person, when ignorant people get hurt, when they feel they get hurt, they get disrespectful to you. And you might try to get them constructive criticism. You might try to enlighten them to something or bring to their attention that something they're doing wrong. Trust me on that one. Moving on. So, when you get emotional with emotional people, that's like getting in the mud with the pig. It's getting the ignorant person. You're going to lose. Why? They're good at it. Okay? I refuse to play that game. Why? I'm not going to win. I'm not going to play the ignorant game. Why? I'm not going to win on that. Ain't nobody wins in ignorance. Why? Y'all going to end up losing friendship, whatever their relationship. Why? Do the ignorance. What you say, how you act for that moment out of emotions. Then as the days go by, a little time go by, I think I shouldn't have said that. That ain't Monday morning quarterback. That's Friday morning quarterback. You don't win the whole week before you realize you was wrong. Moving on. Don't have time for that. I don't live on them premises. I just know people who do. I'm just trying to bring to your attention so you won't be one of them. That's what teaching's all about. All right. So when you act out of your emotions, you're not thinking right. You're not acting right. So anything you do at that point is not going to be right. My advice is to stop. When I get frustrated, I stop. Shut it down. Why? I know nothing I'm going to say or do going to be good or right. So I say nothing. That's the old attitude. You ain't got nothing good to say. Shut up. So I use that when I get to that point where I'm just about to lose it. Shut it down. Okay? Be able to do that within yourself. At one time, I couldn't do that. I'm just like them. I would get right in the mud with them. Okay? So I get the concept. I changed. So when you lead with selfishness, that my mind, you're not thinking right. You're thinking of yourself. And those kind of people, they will get what they want pretty much. But in the end, they never get what they want. Okay? I grew up with a selfish father. Okay? I love him to death. But I hated his selfishness. I hated how selfish he was. He was, that dude, man, I get goosebumps now because it just pissed me off. How could you do that? What kind of person? See, I know I wasn't like him to come to that. That's what I'm saying. He had a whole different mindset. Ego, I get it now. I didn't know then. But, okay, I talked about the zodiac side. Again, he's a Leo. And if you know anything about zodiac, Leos are braggadocious, selfish, egotistical. All those qualities is the Leo, but they use it as a braggadocio. I'm the heart, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but when it's wrong intended, when it's not rightfully done, it's ugly, it's bad, it don't look good at all. So I got to see the Leo dark side. It don't look good firsthand. So I know about that. Okay, and again, Leos are a certain way. That's in their DNA. They can't atone for that. Why? That's who they are. That's how they are. And when you understand that about them, you ain't trying to change them. I ain't a bit more trying to change that man than the man in the moon. Whether my job, okay, I changed this man. I did fine on that. I couldn't control nobody else. I helped my son. That's my saying. I gave what I had to help others. But I also used what I had to help myself first. And I dealt with this guy all my life. And when he died, I missed him. Talk to him every day. Talk about him every day. See? So he's still a part of my life. But sometimes good, not so good. But he can't change that. It is what it is. All right? We got a birthday coming up in a couple of days. Decide if I want to do a show about that. Moving on. But I know a lot of Leos. I'm married to one. And they all live up to their what? Stereotype of selfish and egoistic. Mine, I. I took my house. Don't get no more mine than that. And I said, it was my house, but she got it. Leos, okay? Selfish people feel like because it's theirs, then it's their property. They don't share. This is mine. Kick me out of my own house. So yeah, I know about Leos. And being in a relationship with one of them, you will see them. You will see their selfishness. You will see they will show you that side. They ain't got no problem. They ain't trying to hide it. They don't even try to hide it. Like Catman said, you do that at their meeting, do plus some cocaine on the table and with a sniffer. I said, you do know I can see you, right? So they don't care. That's what I'm trying to say. They bold. I'm the heart of the zodiac. I represent the heart. Yeah. All right. Moving on. All right. Right thinking is being able to put your emotions and your ego in check. I've been working 30 years on that. I've gotten better. He didn't even try. That's what he said. Didn't care. He took that one to the grave with him. Like some of my secrets in life, nobody gonna know about them. Why? None of y'all business. Some stuff ain't to be told. TMI, too much information. I'm strict about that. So, but when I acted out from my ignorance and of myself with emotions, I did some not so good things. Said some not good things. Okay, did some not good things. So I'm not proud of that. Why? They wasn't good. I ain't proud of that, but I did it. What? I had ignorance and ego. I felt compelled to justify, my ability to take advantage and do what I need to do. How about that? But okay, but you can't go around just doing that. I found that out. Okay, but now that I have control of my emotions, aka ego, I act with knowledge. So I don't do bad, dirty, rude things to people no more. I think first. But I want that done to my philosophy. I'm not going to do to you what I don't want done to me. I can't do certain things. Why? I hold myself accountable. I can't do that. Why? It ain't good. If you can't question your motives and your intentions, that's not right. Simple as that. You got a problem. If your intentions aren't good, why are you doing it? Oh, for self-satisfaction, pleasures in the flesh. Whatever they end game is, their agenda, they'll never tell you why, because it's theirs and they don't want nobody else to know. Again, those are sneaky people, deceitful people, selfish, emotional, whatever you want to call them, they fit the bill. Okay. But right thinking is you having control over those emotions and selfishness. Why? They're not good qualities. The idea is to act on the good qualities of yourself, not the bad. Recognize them and eradicate them. Get rid of them. Not good. In life, if you're doing anything that's going to hurt you, you got a problem. Okay, it's called addiction. If you can't stop doing what's wrong for you, men can't lead the women on. Women can't help that guy who just Y'all got problems. And it ain't just sexual, mental, it ain't physical. It's drugs, alcohol, whatever you use that's going to abuse you, you have a problem. If you can't stop it, no one is going to hurt you. I have more self-discipline. I don't subscribe to that. I don't understand that. Why I've never been addicted to something that I couldn't stop. So I don't have a clue about that one. Again, I speak from experience. I haven't had an addiction experience, so I don't know how to combat it, how to deal with it. But I know my discipline allows me not to fall for something that's not good for me. Male, female, animal, don't make a difference. Chemical, don't make a difference. If it ain't right, it ain't right. Self-respect. That's what keeps you in control of your emotions. You do that with gaining self-knowledge, and you act accordingly. I talk it, I got to walk it. If you ain't walking and you talking it, don't talk it. Why? Because you look hypocritical. Excuse me. The highest level frequency that we can have is not love. Love the highest. No. I'm dying to get this one out. Test been proven. Okay? Now, the highest thing you can have, the purest thing you can offer is authenticity, aka funk, or y'all know it as real. I'm as pure, real as they can get. So my authenticity is right up there with being me. And when you know yourself, that's authenticity at its highest level. Simple. Moving on. I ain't the only one. There's a bunch of people who got authenticity to what, who and how they are. My pastor, authenticity, biblical walk. He walking that walk. Moving on. So it's possible. Just got to do it. So when you start thinking right, you will start saying and doing what's right. When? Daily. Make it a part of your life. It ain't a temporary thing. And then sometimes, every now and then, it's a daily thing. It's a way of life. That's how you better your life, by getting better and practicing things that's going to help you do that. How are you going to get better? Well, I'm thinking about it. One day I'm gonna get up. No, it don't work that way. Moving on. Wrapping it up, again, I appreciate you tuning in. This is a lesson about dealing with people who exhibit these qualities. And if it's you, ain't my problem, that's yours. All right? I'm a right thinker. I'm not led by my emotions or my selfishness. I eradicated them. They don't have no say-so. They got no movement in what I do and how I act. So before I became a right thinker, I was led by emotions like all to be damned. And everything was emotion. How I felt. I said, dude, okay, men who get emotional, we got a word for them. Bitches, okay? It ain't just a female dog. It's a man who act like a woman. They got bitch in them. Okay, that's another way to get that out. So understand that, women. If you got a man who more emotional than you in a lesbian relationship. Two women. I got that from my man. He said, the rosters, they crazy. The rosters with the Jamaicans and stuff. I mean, with the monkeys. He said, Father, what question? He said, what was that? Oh man, I forgot this concept. Led by emotions. Okay. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. But moving on. I had a good joke for that one. But he told him, I forgot. So when I became a right thinker, I was led by emotions. I had to get by that. So now I can deal with other people who have no self-control of their emotions daily. You're going to encounter people on a regular basis. And once you prepare yourself, that's what having self-mastery puts you in a position to be able to deal with the nonsense that you're going to be confronted with on a day-to-day basis, in household, out of household, and everywhere you go, you're going to encounter those kind of people. So just be prepared. That's all. That's all you got to do. You be prepared. Practice meaning I'm ready. Okay, whatever happens, I'm ready. I'm good. You ready? Yeah, you good? Yeah, okay. I'm holding my own. So emotions and selfishness equals ignorant, bad actions. You have to pay the consequences for those. And if you fall victim because your ego or your emotions led you to commit something that you still got to pay the consequences. It don't make a difference. You still got to suffer the consequences. If an action you commit, don't think you don't have to be responsible, because you don't. That's karma. Your action, whether it be good or bad, you're going to get it back. My advice in life, again, I'm trying to give you those. Just put good work out. Do good things. Okay? I still can remember the joke. I messed up about that one. I just lost my train of thought. All right, let me take it on home. Emotional thinking is wrong thinking. Simply, if you thinking with this, with your heart, oh, that's wrong thinking. Selfishness. If you thinking with this, wrong thinking. Meaning I, me, mine. That's wrong thinking also. And when you live on that premise, you're not going to prosper. You're not going to get better. Life ain't going to get better for you. Things ain't going to get better for you. Trust me on that one. And oh, some people got to actually go through it. Yeah, brother, right was right. I maybe had to change. I'm trying to help you out. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. Let me take it on home with this one. Right thinking, again, is you controlling your selfishness and your emotions by what? Not doing them. Nobody controlling that. Okay? If you don't want to smoke, stop smoking. You don't want to drink, stop drinking. That's how you take care of the problem. You're dumb, get knowledge. You're in the dark, cut light on. Opposites. That's what my art represents. And they're going to be equal. They're going to be opposite, but they all serve a purpose. All you got to do is figure out which one you want to stand on. I stand on what's right. I try to do what's right. That's why I think right, act right. So you can start with yourself. Man in the mirror. If you want to start right, practice doing what you do. Tune in, Mr. Right. I'm here every day to help you out. That's what I do for you. And then close up right thinkers. May you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now know my life advice about emotion and selfishness are bad leaders that passed away. Once you realize that, you'll be better for it. And they won't let your emotions or selfishness lead you astray.